between games. Okay, it looks like we've got Chinese. Chinese is always fun. Alright, so we've got TheUckel up at the top of the map pretty much, top corner. And down the bottom we've got Mamba in teal and orange respectively. Having a quick look at the maps. Doesn't look too bad. We've got a nice backwood here. A kind of back gold, back stone on the side. And a very, very nice wall along the front. Edge of the map, the trees, the cliff, the other trees. So yeah, overall TheUckel's map looks pretty decent. Mamba has got a pretty good back gold. Stick a TC on that gold in the wood. Another decent looking wood. But the front is, wow, that's just open as shit. Yeah, that's just massive. I would not like to have Mamba's map. Don't think a restart is likely for a dodgy map at this stage, because you probably want to save it for one of the next two games. Because if you get a really shit map, then you probably want to use it then. We'll see how pops are going. 8 each, that's good. Go for the lumber. 6 wood, lumber, yep. Mamba's got 7 on food, which is, yeah, it's kind of common with Chinese, because you start off with no food, so you're probably going to have a little bit of idle time in the early stages, so you want to try to get food in as quickly as possible to avoid having to force drop a lot. Yeah, the random black triangles are bugs with my grid mod that I'm using. Don't really know why it happens. It's a bit dodgy. I should probably upgrade to a different mod, but I find it doesn't really affect it too much, and the grid isn't overly in your face when I'm playing. Like, I've seen other people where it's a very stark black grid, and I find that's just a little bit too annoying most of the time. So we've got Mamba, 3 to wood, then he's heading off for his boar, housing on the way, which is fairly common. TheUckel heading off for a boar now. He probably doesn't need a house because he's already built 2. Whereas Mamba only built 1 at the start. Okay, off he goes. And Mamba appears to be slightly ahead in population. Maybe, I don't know, he's probably got 15 seconds on him. Which is it's pretty important in the early stages of the game. It's a pretty good ball lure. 50 food left in the sheep, just chuck a bill on it. Slowly gather the rest of it up. Yep, there we are. How about Mamba? Mamba looks like it was pretty perfect. And that's a good deer. I would have killed that right there with those 2 villagers. Because it's walked halfway to the town centre. But overall, these deer are very nice. That's a pretty easy lure. Whereas if you have a look... where's TheUckel's deer? Yeah, okay, yeah, that's pretty horrible. That cliff's in the way. Very difficult to get around and push them there. Probably take you a fairly large amount of time. Probably not going to be worth it. Maybe if this one decided to walk a bit further closer. But otherwise, probably not. Okay, 15 pop. 16, 17, yeah. Mamba's still slowly getting ahead. Although, admittedly, his scouting is a little bit dodgy. He hasn't found all of his sheep at home. And this here, sending 4 villagers to deer. I probably wouldn't bother with 4. At most, I'd send 3, but I'd prefer to lure it with your scout closer to your town centre, so that you spend less time walking. Yeah, he's missing these 2 sheep here, which is pretty unlucky. He only just missed them. And now he's finished the sheep, so he's going to be a little bit buggered for feudal age transition, because he's going to have to stick down a lot of farms early. That's probably why he's gone to deer. But it looks like Ukel's got the same problem. He's still missing those two deer. Those two sheep, sorry. And his deer are even worse. So he's going to have to start laying farms earlier. From what I know, Mamba, he likes drushing quite a bit. So I wouldn't be surprised if he went for it. But he's had the wood for barracks for a while now. So he'd probably need to hurry up if he wants to. And if he's not going to drush, he needs to start laying farms quickly. Like, I'd lay a good 4 farms straight away. Just because he's missing the 2 sheep. And he looks like oh, maybe not 4 farms, 3 farms. He looks like he can afford it pretty well. Look at Ukel. Yeah, Ukel looks like he's probably going to go up pretty soon. Maybe force drop at them. Yeah, up he goes. Probably going to do 22 pop scouts, maybe. I guess he could try to go archers, but I don't think he's got the wood or the gold for it. But saying that, he's turned these villages around, so they might be going to gold. But I highly doubt he'll be able to get enough wood for 2 ranges. Especially now he's starting to lay some more farms. But saying that, he's heading some villages off to gold. So, what do I know? Mamba's up as well, 24 pop. So yep, definitely expect Archer Rush. This villager over here, a little bit inefficient, wandering all the way around to that forage bush. Should just chuck him on one of the closer ones. Yeah, so I'd probably only send 3 vills to deer. Purely because none of these villages are carrying the maximum amount of food. Like if you average them out, they've got about 30 each. So you get 120 food. Whereas 3 villages would top out at 105. So you get an extra 15 food, but you got 1 villager who's got to spend all that time walking just to get 15 food. So it's probably not too worth it. I guess it's not that big of a deal. Yep, tracking down barracks. Don't think you'll have wood or the gold to go to range straight away. Probably needs to grab 2 or 3 of these villages and send them straight over to gold. But Ukel really not going too well. Hasn't built a barracks. Doesn't have the wood for anything after a barracks either. That's a bit of a pain. Look at Mamba. He's got the wood for 2 ranges, but he immediately needs to send a bunch of villages off to gold. Like, I'd grab those 4 there. Well, maybe not the injured one, those 3. Send them straight to gold. He's doing both the eco upgrades instead of the second range. Good call. But I guess he's lucky that Ukel's slightly further behind than he is. Or else going for that early eco probably wouldn't be worth it, since he can't get the second range. Yes, Tet. The Rax is very late. I did mention that. 5 on gold. Yeah, you need 7 villages on gold to keep 2 archery ranges working constantly. But since he's sort of got up a little bit of stockpile before he started making a serious amount of archers, should be okay with just 6 for the time being. Just keep town center working. It's good. This wall off really sort of clumsy. You get the same thing with house and a racks there, house and archery range there, and then that covers your gold a lot better. Yeah, solid 3 pop advantage to Mamba. Looks like Ukel's going to be housed in second as well. Archer coming. Yep, there's the housing. Got quite a lot of villages on berries here. Probably doesn't need that many at the moment. Those 3 farmers should be able to just about keep up villager production. And berries are just such a slow resource to gather. And Ukel seems to have stolen Mamba's sheep, and then Mamba found them back. Guess it's a bit late in the game, but it's still free food. Doesn't cost you a wood to build a sheep, because you don't build sheep, you just find them. Yeah, here we've got some more funky walling. Not very efficient. Probably stick a house there to the stone. Palisade in the house. Palisade in between the ranges, sorry. Just cover a little bit of the map so you know where the enemy won't be. And I would probably try to get blacksmith up ASAP so you can get fletching before you head out to attack. We'll go. Why did I switch over? 4 archers. Got about 8 here. And the sheep seem to have switched over again. Very interesting. But again, we don't have a blacksmith on this side. Hey, man, we killed a sheep. So yeah, we've got 6 archers there, 8 archers there, equal upgrades. But Mamba's got the blacksmith up first. So I'd probably expect him to get fletching right now. Yep, there's fletching. Got lots of villagers on gold. I would probably start seeding some more farms, because he's got the wood to keep 2 ranges going. And it's a bit of a patrol fail. You should always patrol your units in, so as soon as they see stuff they try to attack it. Like, sometimes it will bug on HD because it's buggy, but I don't know, I'd say at least 50% of the time it'll work, and that's quite a good saving, like, because you'll get in there, like these archers, they'd still get thumped by the amount that Mamba's got, but you might be able to kill an archer or 2, rather than here, they've run in, lost an archer, and then just wandered off and done nothing, and lost a fair bit of health on them as well. A late blacksmith. We started to switch over to skirmishers, which is definitely something you should do. You can see that he's got less archers than Mamba does at the moment. And skirmishers are the natural counter to other archers. Problem's going to be once these archers get in, he's either going to need to delete some wall to come back and defend, or just push out to attack Mamba. Like, they've both got pros and cons to either side. I would definitely delete that bit of palisade there to get them through, because they're going to spend 30 seconds walking around here, and in that time these archers kill a couple of villagers. 1, 2, 3, 3, oh, almost got that one. I would kill these 3 units right now, because you got 10 to 3, massive advantage. You want to pick off units where you can easily. Like, that loss, that's 1 archer for 2 archers. It's pretty decent. Economy wise, Mamba's going to very quickly draw ahead, seeing as he's killed 3 villagers, 4 villagers there. Forced him off gold for the time being. Like, yeah, he's got a fair bit of a stockpile, so that doesn't matter too much. But there goes half of his lumber line. And he's not going to be able to deal with those sort of losses continuously. And here we've got some more archers coming in. They would possibly lose in this fight if he gets these 2 archers to join in. But without them, they can probably take it. Yeah, and there's more skirmishers coming out. In this fight here, equal upgrades. We've got equal amounts of archers plus some skirmishers. So Mamba's going to need to definitely camp at the top of the hill and do some pretty good micro if he wants to win this. Let's see, how's Mamba's eco going? Yeah, Mamba looks pretty confident. He's probably replaced his lumber camp now. That's a lot of walking for all his villagers. Fair bit of bumping probably. I would grab like 5 villagers, send them over to this lumber camp, build another archery range and lay some more farms to try and get up to Castle Age soon. That's kind of possibly a decent fight, maybe. I sort of missed a bit of that. But he's killed a couple of the archers, but he's just lost the score lead there, so he's probably come off second best to most of that. But he's forced TheUckel to start making skirmishes. So as you see, his food count compared to Mamba is roughly 200 to almost 700. So Mamba will get to Castle Age a lot faster. Probably be a good idea to get up a stable, make some knights maybe, just to counter the quite large amounts of skirmishes that are out there at the moment. Idling is town centre, just so he can get up. It's a pretty decent idea. You only need 30 food. Personally, I'd say the third range here, definitely pretty late. Especially after you see the enemies making a lot of skirmishes. Skirmishes make faster than archers do. And I think he's seen he's got 3 ranges. Yes, he has seen 3 ranges. So as soon as you see that sort of thing, you should get another one built, just so you can try and compensate for it. Archery range is working. Now, where are these units coming in from? Will Mamba see them? And here we can see we've got a massive wood surplus at the moment. Lay some more farms, send more villagers to gold. Definitely, I'll probably send some more gold first, and then some more farms. But all these archers way out of position. All the way over there, these guys. Only good thing at the moment is that they're mainly skirmishers, so they don't do, well, they do basically no damage to villagers, like 1 damage each, maybe 2 damage with the upgrades. No, yeah, just 1 damage. So, pretty decent chances of your villagers surviving, but you can still force them off your resources. Here, let's watch this villager, see how much damage happens to it. Absolutely nothing, because he's not attacking it. Never mind that. So here, I would get this villager and I would bomb rush the skirmishers with it, in the hope that it would tank some damage. Because, yeah, these archers, they're going to win the fight pretty easily. But we've got a crap ton more units coming in here, and we've got 4 versus roughly 8. Not a good fight. Well, he's definitely going to win this one. But at the moment, you can see we don't have any gold, because he's forced him off gold at the moment. So he can't do crossbow and bodkin arrow. Crossbow is probably the better idea, because it gives you the +1 attack and range. And it also gives you the 5 extra health, I think, and maybe some armor. Is TheUckel going to be up anytime soon? He's just clicked up, almost 10% now. Still keeping up constant archers, which is good. He's going to need some more gold villagers, I reckon, to be able to get bodkin and crossbow. But overall, his eco looks a lot better balanced. Like, he doesn't have 700 food like Mamba does. I mean, 700 wood. TC on the front. Yeah, it's a good idea. Defends the stone. And sort of denies this area for units to come through. So they're going to have to walk around the back here. And we've built a market to sell. Very, very good idea. I would probably chuck another TC either on this gold. Oh, he's just missed this bit of scouting here. That gold and wood there, that'd be a perfect spot. And you've got TCs on both the entrances to your base. And that's going to pretty well deny any units getting into your base. With just a little bit of extra walling over towards this town centre. But I reckon Mamba's looking forward to getting up. Wow, that's a very far forward town centre. Probably going to go for a castle fairly soonish. Since he's taking this stone back there. Got a lot of villages on it. I would probably try to pick off as many of these archers as I could before TheUckel gets to castle age. Because once these get crossbows, this is going to be a really bad fight. After this town centre, I would definitely build up a siege workshop. Because like, you've just about got the wood for it. You've got a fair bit of gold now, so you can afford a mangonel. But now let's have a look. We've got 25 archers for Mamba. And we've only got 20 for TheUckel. But... oh, okay, never mind. It's about 20 each then. We've got 5 at home. 20 each, never mind then. Town centre coming up, and town centre. That town centre I don't agree with. You've got 3 tiles of walking. Probably better off sticking it at the top of the hill there, between the gold and the stone. So, yep, got bodkin done. No bodkin. Bodkin's going. How's Mamba's eco? 82 out of 135. Damn, he's built a lot of houses. 261. So yeah, Mamba's economy is definitely going to get ahead a lot earlier. He's had 3 town centers from about now, where Uggle's only just got his 2nd and 3rd town centers built. And he's not even keeping all of his town centers working, even though he's got quite a lot of food here. This mangonel definitely a good choice. Got a lot of crossbows there. And if he mismicros once, or just disappears to go have a look at his eco, then you get a good mangonel hit. That's pretty much GG. Like if all those crossbows die, then Uggle's got basically nothing left. He's forced him to garrison his town center. That's 7 villages not working. Heading off to wood now. He's got another mangonel he can probably start taking down. After that, I'll range one of the town centers fairly easily. Yeah, but he's pretty close to being able to build a castle of his own now. Or another town center if he wanted to, but I'd say a castle's probably a good idea. Grab all these villages, move forward and chuck it there and deny all those farms, possibly. Try shoving it up against those houses to try and deny the gold. Yeah, one of those two probably be a good choice. That's some decent mangonel shots there. All those archers are pretty much dead there. Whereas most of Mamba's are full health. And you've got 3 mangonels out now. I assume Uggle's going to make a couple of knights and try to pick off the mangonels, but as long as Mamba keeps these crossbows nearby, he should be able to one-shot, especially with these reinforcements, one-shot any knights coming towards him. So, Uggle probably would have been better off saving that wood for a siege workshop, but as we saw, he's got a lot of food in the bank, so now I can give use to that resource. Here's the castle. Yeah, probably could have gone a bit further forward if he wanted to. But this denies this stone, which he can then take for another castle if he wants to. And there's 2 knights. See these crossbows? See, look, they're pretty much one-shotted. He's not even going for the mangonels. Definitely a good choice there, building the monastery. Make a month or 2 to convert the knights. Can also get that relic. And that relic if you need some extra gold. And there we've got a GG. That's a very good first game. I guess Chinese can be a bit of a funky choice for players if they're not used to it, because they've got a very different start.
Wait.
Okay, let's have a quick look at the stats. Yeah, Mamba's thumping and pretty much everything except for technology, but yeah, it's not that important. 20 extra kills, that's a big deal. And see, a lot of those would have been villager kills, since his economy was basically untouched all game. Whereas Uggle kept on losing a couple of vills here and there, having to fall back. Equal on food, then we've got a lot more gold, stone and wood for Mamba. All 3 key resources for Chinese, because you're going to want castles, and lots of crossbows and mangonels. Very decent castle age time. The skirmish has definitely slowed Uggle down, but his scouting was a lot better, but didn't really help him